Okay, there we go. I don't know what's wrong with it. I'm sorry. I don't know what's wrong with it. Anyway, we are going to be, today, I'm going to be trying to make this Lego piano play any song on my iPhone. So I want to try to make my iPhone play any song from the piano because we know that it's, yeah, sorry, Lego Tours. I don't know what it is. I have no idea. I don't know. I can't figure it out. At least it's not like laggy. That's more important, but, audio is a lot better. But guys, I'm trying to be able to play anything on my iPhone to this piano. And that is a big feat because you know how this piano works, right? Is you can only play what it's programmed to play. And I want to change that. So this was another idea I thought would be worth a shot to try. So we're going to try and see if it works. So bear with me, guys. I'm sorry for the but first of all, I need to dust this off because because it looks really bad right now. It's so dusty. I'm just gonna go ahead and clean the dust off. I probably need a vacuum. Is what I need. Just gonna clean this off real quick. I haven't touched this thing in forever. We can open this whole thing. Alright, so how are we going to go about this? This is going to be That's fine. It's fine. Alright, so in order for us to try to play any song from our iPhone with this piano, we've got to really think about a couple things. First off is like, how is this even possible, right? How are we actually going to play? So I don't know if I can show you guys now, but let's see if I can show you what happens, what the set originally did. And see, there's a little panel back here, and if I turn this on, let me grab my iPad real quick. Actually, I believe what we can do is we can open this up, right, kind of like this, and I'm gonna actually. So you've got the app on your phone somewhere. I don't know if I do have the Power Up app. I'm gonna grab my iPhone real quick. But kind of what's cool about this is once we grab the Power Up app, which is on my iPad right now, we can go ahead and see if we can play, since this thing's on now. We can go to the piano on our app and we can hit next, Bluetooth on, and we should be able to connect this to our piano. So we can hit listen, right? And we can play some of these if it works. If I connected this right. It's connected. Okay, here we go. Should be able to play. So that was what it was playing. I think first I probably have to like figure out why it's not working before we even go into all this. There's probably maybe it's not hooked up or something. I don't know. Let me see. It's going to start by just taking off the back part of it. Oh! That's super weird why it's not working. As you can see in the back, my table's very small. But, there's some like, oh, the leg is breaking. Oh. Oh. I'm gonna see if I can put this back on without it breaking. Oh. I gotta figure out why this motor's not working. Let's try to play something. It says it's connected, but that's a pretty cool thing. All right, so I think maybe the motor. Okay, maybe these connections are wrong. I need to switch these back here and see. Guys, if you want to leave a comment, let me know how your day was. I know for a lot of people it was like the first day at school, so it's kind of cool to see. Oh, we got something. I don't know if you can see it working a little bit. Oh, there it reset. Did you see that? Let's see. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So now we can hit listen. Let's see if we can play some stuff. That is like the coolest thing ever. So now that you guys know how it works, I'm trying to play any song off my iPhone so I can set it right here and then it will play whatever song I select on Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube. So that's kind of what I'm excited to try to do. And the only way this is going to work is it's going to be a little bit different. We might have to rearrange the piano parts just a little bit, but it will be so freaking cool if we can get this to work. So I'm going to start by removing the legs of the piano, and we're going to get right into it. We aren't going to waste any time. Oh, I just broke something. Hang on just a minute. I'm really excited about this project. Like, I am super pumped. So, first of all, this is just a really cool build. This is probably one of my favorites, favorite builds. And so if y'all like piano, this is going to be really cool. But there's so many like cool features and stuff. But I thought it kind of like goes down. Wait. This is kind of interesting. I thought it went down. Maybe it doesn't. Wait, guys, you know, I thought this goes down. Maybe I thought it covers the whole thing. I don't know. Well, I'm going to go ahead and flip it over and start gutting it. Oh. Yo, it's Lego Timmy. For those of you that are new here, I'm trying to make this Lego piano play whatever song that I find that I want to play on Apple Music, Spotify, whatever your music platform of choice, you'll be able to play any song off this piano when I'm done with it. So, I'm going to go ahead and take off the legs just so we have something to work with that's nice and solid. And a lot of this we can put back together later, which is kind of cool. So I'm going to see if I can. And you've got the pedal that actually works too. But I'm actually going to pull this out like this. It's really important that we pull the pedal out very, very carefully. I'm so excited. Will this actually work? For today's live stream, if this is going to be, if this works, this will be crazy. Okay. So now we've got a flat piano down here, and this is all, there we go. Now it's, oh wait. Might be actually different. So now we have the flat piano, and now we can go ahead and take off this part of it. We can go ahead and lay this back. I kind of want to take this off if I can. I don't know how. And we're going to take the back panel off of it. If I can, I'm going to take the back panel off of it. We've got the back panel off and the legs. And now we have access to the inside of it, which I'm really, really excited about getting this together. So I'm going to go ahead and see if I can figure out how to take this off. This piano's built really, really well. So... Oh, here we go. We're going to take off this. Very creative Technic builds here. Bam! We've got the top of the piano. We can go ahead and put that to the side. So we've got the bare minimum right now. And Bricktonium is live. He's stealing my show. Is that what he's doing? Interesting. All right. So we've got the hammer. We call it hammer time. And what I love about this set, guys, is it actually is how a real piano works. That's why it's so amazing. Is when you hit these little hammers, you can kind of see how all of them work, and it's just so cool. Like, this is just a mesmerizing set to build. Like, how it actually works inside, and it's pretty cool. And anyways, but let's get down to the brass tacks at hand and get it going. So in order for us to how this piano works, opposed to the app that we use, like on our iPad right here, like how does this iPad play from here? How they do that is there's three electronical parts to it. It's got the power bank, which is in here, is that blue light, and then it's got a motor and a sensor. So my thought is, if I trick the sensor into thinking it's playing whatever's off this, it should work theoretically. So we have to. I think I'm going to use my NXT and a power functions motor, and then one of their sensors. But it leads us to the next problem, which is like, how are we going to trick the sensor? First of all, can we fit everything in here? And how can we trick the sensor to play whatever we want it to play, not just with the app, limited to the app? So, with all those questions in your mind, which they're probably not, but they are to me, I'm going to be ripping this whole boy apart and seeing if I can get the electronic pieces out of it. So I can go ahead and turn this battery off. And so you can kind of see what I'm saying. This is where all the electronics are stored. And I have not experimented much with power up. So these are I've heard they're pretty good. I just don't really know how to use them. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull this out. We've got one of the power up motors, and then the sensor is locked in here. So I'm thinking I won't even need the sensor, because the sensor just tells the box that, hey, you need to play whatever notes it's playing, but it's not going to be playing on the app. It's going to be different. So I need to reset. So let me grab a Power Functions motor. And an NXT. So I've got my my motors here that, and a couple cords that I want to test. So I need to get a battery box and test it and make sure this works. We've got this guy, and it's always good to test our stuff before we load it in, and then if something happens, I don't. This battery box I think's dead. I'll have to get rechargeable batteries. That one's dead too. Wait a minute, did these get left on? Okay, this one's good. This one is still good. Okay. So we know that battery box. This motor is good. Match these up. Perfect. This is really perfect. This might actually be cool. If you're liking this stream, please leave a like. It'd be awesome if you guys were to join in. Stud City, welcome in. I am trying to make the Lego piano set play whatever song I want from my iPhone. If it's a very crazy experiment, I know, but I'm going to try and see if I can get this to work. I have some ideas because I'm a robotics guy, you know, but let's just see if this works. I'm gonna grab my cables. These are some cables that can attach to the NXT, which is really nice, so I can run the brain of the operation out of this guy and not run it off the Power Functions, because then, I mean, what's the fun in that, right? The last thing, and I'm going to see if I can pull the motor in here and see if we can get it to run. So I'm going to pull this up and see if I can pull this. My hands are small, but not this small. Just kind of lowering it down in there. Whoa! Almost dropped it. Almost dropped the whole thing. This is going to be super challenging. Can I take some of this? Oh. Let me try this. I can just take a little bit off. Ah! Honestly, this set is amazing. I have no idea. This is like one of the last good sets that LEGO came out with before they started making Death Stars and stuff. Okay. That is installed. So now the question is, will it work? If it does, will this be possible? Alright, you guys get to be the first person in history to see if this works. Here's the piano. Y'all are about to make history. I'm actually going to plug it into a sensor and a remote control. That way I don't blow the whole thing and ruin it. This one has a battery in it. Okay. Attach this to my red sensor and then this sensor in here. Okay. Alright, let's see. Do you think it'll work? Oh. Not on the right channel. Okay, here we go. It's on the other one. I think that was my only bad motor I had. I think that's I think that's what it was. One of these motors is like shorted out a little bit, and so I need to. Okay, that's. I always pick the. Now I'm honestly curious. Is like now that we have to take all this out and redo it. Do I actually just go with the more torque motor? Do I even want to even try with this guy and try the bigger? I think I'm gonna try the more torque motor and see what happens. If it fits down there, I think it will. It fits. Okay. So now that we've totally broken this whole thing, once again, let's try it again. You guys are the first persons in history to see this made. Okay. Wait. Oh. I'm dropping everything, guys. I'm sorry. Okay. Boom. Whoa! It worketh! That is super cool. And then I can just stop it. So this will be 10% power on, this will be 10% power on the NXT. So this is going to be a super, super simple code that we're going to write to our NXT to tell it, hey, you need to pay attention. And then we've got these cables right here. Like that. Runs to the NXT, and we somehow stuff this whole guy in the piano, and then I think we're good to go. Okay. Surprisingly, there is enough room. I am shocked. Wow, there is enough room in here. How is that possible? Well, actually, I take that back. Wait, can it fit in here? This is where like it takes a Lego Master Builder is like you have to fit all the controls now in here, and trying to figure out it's just like it's like this much too small. Wait, and then could I actually put this just like this? Nope. It'd be a miracle if I remember how to put this back together in the morning. So I don't know what this part is doing here, but it's got to go. So we're just going to take this off. Oh. Oh, now I know why it was there. Okay. We've yet run into another problem. How are we going to put this in here? This can't go any higher. It needs to fit right here where it's supposed to, but it's too big by this guy. So we will figure it out. All right, I'm going to go code this dude. So we're gonna go turn my camera to the coding. That's a dirty desk right there. My coding computer is right there. Looks like. Welcome to my coding computer. We've got NXT programs and logging and all that. So I'm gonna golly, what's all this junk? I really don't care about what any of this. I really don't care. Get out of my face. Oh, you wondering what that logo is? I'm just kidding. Okay. Let me grab my coding block. You're going to grab your coding block in your NXT and you're going to plug this baby in. I know I'm like an old fart when it comes to robotics. I use the old stuff. Plug this into the PC. And why is this not working? Come on. There we go. All right. We've got software. We're going to call this piano. All right. The next thing we need, one more thing we need, is a sound sensor. So I'm going to come over here to my parts and grab one of them. Alright, so I've got my power functions and my light source. So we're going to be plugging this in here and this into B. And we're going to turn this on. And this is the sound. So it's going to go hello, hello, hello. And I'm going to grab a motor. And then I'm going to grab a sound. So the sound goes in the front. And the volume is going to be at 100% volume, right? And it needs to cause, when it hears a sound, it needs to cause this motor to turn. So that's what we're doing next. So this is going to be B motor, and we want it at like, I think it was like maybe 10% speed. We'll put like, we'll put like 10%, and then we'll just do unlimited rotations until we stop it. It could stop when the song, we want it to stop when the song's over, so we need it seconds until, this is going to be more complicated than I thought. Action. Let's run into those. Okay, we don't good job. We want it to just hear something. Display weight. Loop. Switch. Steering. Oh, we want to put a sensor in here, not get rid of this. I'm going to put a sound sensor, and we're going to move this to port. Looks like port 1. Port 1. And then port 1, and then compare. Run it. See, it's not running to this though. We need to. Maybe if we try 20%, it'll roll. Oh. Huh. Oh, I have it in the wrong port. That's why. Huh. Come on. That is interesting. This coding is not very good. It's not. I think I forgot how to do it. I'm gonna try it with a regular battery and a regular box out of B. Let's try. Let's let it run out of B, or let's do both. Let's see what happens. Does it have to be 100% maybe? Oh. So it didn't it's not like moving all the way. Look, you see it's moving, but it's not. It pulses, but it's not like. Let's try this. Oh, does it need to loop somehow? Port. This is cray. What in the world? Interesting. 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 Very, very interesting. That is very interesting. This is not good. Oh, well, that's even worse. So again, this is a very, very hard project. I mean, this is an experiment. It's not like it's not like it's gonna work every time. I forgot how to use the code, the code. So that's probably what happened. But anyway, that's fine. Let me know how you guys are doing, chat, in the stream. Thank you so much for watching, chat. It means a lot. Is there any Lego sets that you would like me to try to modify next? That if this succeeds, I have to go research more coding about how to. I forgot how to do it. I did it one time. I've done that code multiple times, but oh, Bubba has a question. What is your question, Bubba? Thank you for commenting, though. It's welcome to the family. What's your question? I love answering questions. We've had a lot of good YouTube talks how to grow a channel and stuff, so that's been pretty cool. I built the Lego Millennium Falcon out of scratch yesterday. Wow, that's impressive. Nice job, man. That's not an easy build to pull off. It really isn't. It's not very easy to pull off. What should you build out of scratch today? I'm assuming you're like a Star Wars guy. If you are, trying to think of what other stuff. I do a little Star Wars stuff, not a whole lot. Just really anything not Star Wars related. I like Technic things. So you built a bowling alley last, dude. That is awesome. That is sick. See, those are the type of things I like. Can you make a revolving door? Can you make either a revolving door or an automatic sliding door with the Technic the Technic slides? That would be really cool. I've done a couple of those, and those are really fun. There's a lot of good ideas. Yeah, so you can build that. You can make a short and tag me in it so I can see it and share it. That'd be pretty cool. Awesome. Keep up the good work, man. I love more Lego builders. If you guys have any questions or comments about the stream chat, I would love to visit with you guys. And consider subscribing if you're new here. We've got a lot of cool content coming out, and a lot of experiments I'm always working on. So I love to see how things work. So I love Technic builds. Yes, and actually, Bubba, since you're new here, I want to show you my Wally. This is another project I've been working on. Life-size Lego Wally. He's kind of disbanded at the moment, but it is completely robotic, and you can see the engines in there, which is super cool. If you want to see the Wally video, go check that out on my channel. I've kind of gone through how I've made the life-size Lego Wally, and it's pretty cool. Awesome, that's awesome. Yeah, I hope to finish it at some point. It's on pause for the moment because I have to get more parts, but one of these days I will get it finished, and it actually rolls and works, and you can see that on my channel if you want to see how it actually works. And the motor has like 20 pounds of torque, which is insane for a Lego creation. Like you don't actually see that a lot of times, so that's pretty cool. Okay, I need to figure out how to put this. Yeah, I'll check it out. That's awesome. Awesome, man. Thank you. You rock. We do a lot of live streams too. A lot of live streams. I'm gonna actually pull this out. We got this is the sound sensor, and this is what is going to hear the music that is playing off the iPad, and or on my phone, and that's what's going to allow the keys to play. So the next goal, until I check on the coding, we can set everything up to how do we mount this in here that it's not too far in the body where it can't hear anything, but you don't want anything to set it off. You don't want it to play to the sound of the fan, because that would completely ruin the song. So I'm thinking if I hide it, if I mount it in right here by there's like a little hole right here where this kind of opens up, and you can kind of see that there's a perfect place for a little microphone back here. Dude, you could do so many spy gadgets with these Legos. Like, you could, like, listen to people through. Again, I'm not legal advice, so don't do that. But don't try it at home. But it would be super cool if we can mount this in here. We have enough space back here. We just have to figure out how to take this part off, because this part's not very good. And that's because they don't connect at all, because they're totally different. Which, actually, I might be able to take this off for the time being. Maybe I can rebuild this in a different Lego piece so I don't need. I'll try to make it to the next news. Thank you so much. Hey, peace out, man. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you for your time and watching this stream and taking the time to comment. It means a lot. Have a great day. Sweet. If you're new to this this channel or this chat, thank you so much for being here. And you want to comment that you're here so we can acknowledge and shout you out, go ahead. It's awesome. We love conversation in these chats. So make sure you comment any questions just to ask. That'd be perfect. Keep talking while I'm working here. We need to rebuild this somehow. This is the part we can't. Why is it tired? I have another NXT. This one has no batteries in it, but this is something we can test and throw it in the throw this in the back here to get this going here. It really does fit perfectly right back here, and I wish it could fit back here. So it just rests perfectly back there, and it's so cool. I'm very new to the power up, the Lego power up, and so I'm very like unfamiliar with how this works. Because they have their own coding program, and I'm just curious to know how this works. Maybe since I have a brief knowledge of what I'm doing. The only problem with this, we don't have a power-up sound sensor, which is what we need if we were going to make this what I need. So if you guys know where like power up, if power up makes a sound thing, comment it in the chat so and you can be a part of this build. No hub found. What the heck? What's math? Compost. Oh, here's a spinner. Yep, it doesn't look like they make one. So it's back to the EV3 or NXT is what it's looking like. So that's interesting. That's pretty interesting. All right, let's see if we can take this apart and really figure if we can hide this. What do you call it? NXT block. Oh. I got it. Got the little piece off. And now we have these little clips, which, if these clips... Yeah, they ain't gonna do nothing. I'm gonna take these clips out and replace them with different colored bricks. I'm gonna replace them with 2 black bricks so I know that they are mine. And then you see how this slides off, up and off. That's going to be a problem, but not to fear. We're going to figure it out. Okay. So we take these out. Actually, you know what? I'm trying to, all the pieces I'm replacing are going to be black. Or they're going to be different colors, so that way I don't like... I think I'm going to make those blue, so I don't forget where I put them. I think I'm going to put these blue or yellow, probably. Ah, some navy blue would work. You can definitely tell those probably don't go in the set. So I put our little blue pieces on there so we know exactly what we've replaced, and now we kind of have this goofy looking thing, but not to fear. We're gonna shove this down in here. Wait, what? Oh. Throw this back here. Yeah. Put this on the top right here. Oh, sweet. Guys, it's actually fitting in here. Look, so I have my NXT is like... I've put the whole brains of the operation right there. I've been able to fit it in with just removing 4 pieces from the original frame, so that's pretty cool. And what we've got so far is I think I can put this one in, but this one's gonna have to have some extra pieces. So let me grab. I'm gonna add a couple more pieces to it right here. Hold it down. Oh. going to be a little pillar of some sort right here. Yeah. Got this covered. All right. So if everything was working according to plan, we should be able to put this back on top. Look at that. So you can get in there. And now we fit all the extra controls in it to make it self-play any song from my iPhone. So we know that everything fits in here, so we just know that it's a coating issue. And after that, it theoretically should work. Which I'm so excited about that. We can pretty much put every single piece on except, or like from the outside, it won't look any different, which is insane. So I'm going to put these pieces aside, and I'm going to try connecting the battery and doing that out here. So if we grab this guy right here and we put it in port blue. So this is what it'll kind of look like. So if we shut the door, right, you can't see anything else. And then we can throw this open and turn this on. We should be able to if the gear doesn't slip. So cool. It's a Lego spine. That is insane. It's actually working. It's so cool. Wow. And then you can just throw the top on and it's still gonna work. And we just took out, you know, the guts of it and made it work. So now we should be able to play anything with the iPhone on there, right? So if we play the music, if we go to YouTube Music, because we're on YouTube Live, right? We got to do YouTube Music. You can put your phone right here, and it will be able to play anything that you want it to. If we can put our phone up on here and play it. So let's see if we can do it. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. So it'll look like it's playing any song. So what you can do is you can just set this on your counter and then play your favorite playlist, and then this thing will play with it. That's so cool. That's one of the coolest things I've ever done so far, I think. And it's still working, dude. Like, it's still going. And I really want to get the sound mechanism working. So there's this mic that I've hidden back here, and this is gonna really be good for catching that sound. And what's cool about the way I made this is all the connections can come out of here and plug in. Let me show you. What I mean, you got a small cable, and then you can just like put it on this side, whichever side we need it to. Oh, it clipped. Did you hear that? And then we can go ahead and clip this in here. Like this. And really go ahead and pop it in there. And then close it up. That's pretty cool. Right on the money. Can we make it go faster? Oh, that's kind of cool. So we can turn up the speed for this too, which if it would be really cool if the sound sensor was good enough to where it was like it heard there was a fast song going on and then it could speed it up. And if you programmed your piano to your playlist, your favorite playlist on YouTube, Spotify, or Apple Music, you could really fake this looking like it's just following each song. So that would be a lot of preparation ahead of time. But if not, it just kind of looks cool to have this playing while your playlist is going and kind of syncing to the music. Like, I mean, that's just really cool. Like, even if you're working in your studio and it's just playing along to the beat or whatever, that is really cool. The other thing that would be super cool is you could put some of those sticky LED lights that sync to the music, and you can plug those. Maybe if I could figure out how to plug those into my NXT, you're golden. Like, you have the lights going on and the keys playing at the same time, and that's where it's at. That would be sweet. And yeah, that'd be pretty cool. Super cool. So what's next on this? Like, what can we do now until we get the coding? Well, we can go ahead and actually go ahead and kind of put it back together, I guess. We could. I don't know if I want to do that just yet. We also have with this reset pedal, and that's a really cool thing, the reset pedal. And so it can reset all the keys so you can play your piano like that too, which is pretty cool. So yes, sir. Lego Piano can play whatever you want from your phone. So cool. Still work in progress. I think I can get this figured out. It's actually, I was trying to see if it was possible or not, and yes, it is possible. So I'm just going to work around with and tinker with it a little bit, and we should be good. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.